Hey, great Friday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville. um, I still have issues with my voice. I think it's still a little bit on the hoarse side, and I'm not exactly. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why it's on the hoarse side. Good morning. Good morning. Happy birthday to mom. Happy birthday to mom. Happy birthday to mom. Happy birthday to mom. Happy birthday to her, my man. Este, me le deseas un feliz cumpleaños y que Dios la prospere con muchísimos más. Uh, I was trying to find where I have my lozenges because there's some lozenges, and I know they're here somewhere. There's some lozenges that I get in Matamoros that are actually kind of on the amazing side. I'd share the name, but I'm not sure where they at. Oh. Thank you, Joe. Wish you well. Qué hermosa, qué hermosa. Muchas felicidades, mamá. Good morning, El Guapo, that's me. Uh, Rubí, ¿me pasas las de esas rojas? Pastillas rojas, esas. Acá, acá, al cielo. Esas. Gracias. Gracias, gracias. Good to have an assistant. These are Graneodine B. Graneodine B. And let me tell you, they work wonders. Uh, not exactly sure what they have in them, but they do like coat the back of my throat. Hey, Rodney. And it makes it a lot more palpable to be able to speak. I don't know why, but I'm sort of feeling that my throat is starting to dry up a lot. And like at nighttime, I have to drink some stuff. Uh, Besides alcohol, I have to drink some coconut water in order to refrescar la garganta. No sé por qué. No sé por qué, pero a lo mejor es porque estoy hablando y gritando mucho. No sé quién me dijo el otro día. I don't know if it was Joe or someone else that said, oye, me dicen mis papás que, o mi mamá, no me acuerdo, que, oye, ¿por qué está gritando ese hombre? I think it was Joe. ¿Por qué está gritando ese hombre? and, and I do a lot of yelling, and a lot of it has to do. I was sharing on my church page that sometimes I get into the little frustrated uh, thingamajig, and when I do get into my little frustrated thingamajig, I buy shoes. I don't know why that is. I think most people go out and binge eat. I go buy shoes.
That's the estrogen in you.
That's the female part of me, the woman coming out.
Yes.
I don't know why. I get into, and someone asked me yesterday because I put on my church page. I put, me estoy sintiendo poquito frustrado y melancólico. And someone goes, "What's wrong?" I go like, "I'm wanting to buy shoes."
Did you order any?
Shoes make me happy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the comfort. I mean, I used to buy shoes at thrift stores and like
Yeah.
uh, hand me down shoes.
Yeah.
There's nothing like a amazing brand new pair of shoes. You know,
Yeah, it all depends which ones. I'm starting to like all the ones that have memory foam.
that's age, man. That's age creeping up on you.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I like the Converse, the platform ones. Uh, they've
Yeah.
become some of my favorite in all the different designs. My daughter also asked me why you scream so much. She knows when I'm watching your show. Well, if she was
Because I understand like the what's it called? the frustration sometimes gets the better of you.
Yeah,
But
I think
it's
so. And
because it gets repetitive after a while.
let's
Like
get,
telling the people the same thing over and over and still not being understand. Which I understand. They're trying to see it their way. But
and look, one of the things, I'm sorry about last night, if Joe got upset, and but or Peter or anybody else. I'm glad that most people usually tend to come back. We used to scream a little bit at Sound Mind, but
and just to let people know, like, dude, you're like, if you want to be on the show and speak, and you don't want to show your face, by all means, you can do the thing that I do, which is the Cookie Monster, or any other picture you want to put. Or if you want to modify your voice, you have to do that through a computer and stuff.
yeah, and look, it's an even platform. Anybody out there wants to come on. Look, I've had people come on that completely hate me,
Yeah, because you don't always want to have like, yeah, we're Republican point of views and Republican. Like that's why we used to have Maggie. I don't know where Maggie is, but there's a balance there.
hey, Gabriel. Yeah, and look. I just want people to understand that we're getting screwed here locally,
Yeah,
and it's just so blatant, man. It's really frustrating because Sam, I promise you, one of the constants that I get throughout the day, every day, uh, this week is PUB. People are flipping, going nuts, Sam.
yeah, but what are they doing about it?
Exactamente, and how horrible the bill is at PUB, and again, for me, and this is the difference. I was watching how Eddie Trevino is going out there and putting up a bunch of different posts up there about, hey, we're out here doing this, doing that. They do that because it's election time. So they're out there speaking to people, going to these events, posting on social media because it's election time. The guy wants your vote and wants you to think, hey, I've been working for you all this time. I deserve the raise that I got.
So, but where has he been before?
That's the issue. The difference is because then some people, and I had this conversation with my friend when he was on the PUB board, Lopes, Tim Lopes. Tim Lopes goes, well, it's just political rhetoric. You're saying stuff because you're running for office. I go, no, I've been screaming about PUB for almost a decade now. And I've gone out there and told people, individuals to individuals. I've posted on my page before we had the shows, guys. There's issues at PUB where Tanasca is concerned. The 135 million. It's not new stuff. It's not like Erasmo is out there screaming nada más por gritar. It's been years now that we've been talking about it and how the city of Brownsville and how Cameron County continuously gets screwed. And look, and we've talked about this. Sam. It's the same players. You know, it's the same players. Because you may say,
Yeah.
"What
Hey,
is?"
could you refresh my memory what this guy said? What was the beginning of that sentence? It was like, do you want something, something, or do you want a bitch?
Oh, do you want help or do you want a bitch? But look,
These
Sam.
people need to remember all that stuff. Like, dude, he's putting you like pretty much like, hey, shut the hell up, and this is what I'm doing, and you guys can't say anything. It's pretty
Pero
much what he said.
el problema es de que lo hacen, Samuel. Lo hacen because they feel they have to.
Yeah.
They they voted. They ran for office to serve the people, not the other way around. And unfortunately, a lot of these people have forgotten that they are there to serve the people of Cameron County and of Brownsville. It's not the other way around. And it's frustrating because it's the same players. Eddie Trevino was the attorney for PUB. Same guy with a Tanasca deal.
And that's why he hasn't mentioned anything about Tanasca or the audit.
Nothing. Nothing. And they're not going to because they want you to forget. And let me tell you, right now, a lot of people are tripping because they cannot pay their PUB bill.
And you know what? I was actually talking to somebody right now, and they mentioned that, and it's gonna go even higher, like by September, October. It's gonna
100%.
go. So if you think that it's bad right now, like hang on.
And they're right, Sam. And and look. Let me say this, guys. That helps me out. Just let me say, throw this out there. The bill going up higher helps me out in regards to this campaign. But let me tell you, I would a million times prefer losing the campaign and our light bill to come down to where it should be. Because again, I'm going to say this, and hopefully it doesn't sound arrogant, guys. I can afford the extra 100, $200 that I'm getting billed. A lot of people can't. A lot of people out there, Sam, they live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm fighting for. That's what I'm concerned about.
that's just pretty much like I know it's because like let's say
I can't hear you.
somebody's gonna fix. Let's say somebody's gonna fix pay what's it called, fixed income, and like their light keeps on going up. Like what are they to do? Don't you think that like I know push come to shove, like okay they'll end up selling everything that they have so they can keep on paying for either the rent or for the light or for the water. Um, what's gonna happen after they sell everything? Don't you think that maybe crime could go up because of that stuff?
Well, and you're right. You're spot on, Sam. What are people to do? And we just got a warning from the mayor of the city of Brownsville. You know, they say it in a way very subtle, but he just went out there and said, "Your water bill is going to go up. You know, we're going to start having to take measures because of the water situation." So, can you imagine? Our light bill is already here. It's going to go up here. Our water bill is already going up. It's going to go up here as well. And someone was making mention because they're talking about raises at the county. Guys, at the end of the day, what does it matter if you get a 2% increase? What did BISD get? A 3% increase? A 4% increase? ¿De qué sirve? If everything else has gone up 10, 12%,
Yeah.
you're still in the hole. You're still screwed.
And so, did they ever do that adjustment from that money from the Sinasca thing that they were saying they were gonna do? Were they gonna like just lower the the money, or they were gonna credit them?
Well, has anyone felt it?
Has any been? It needs to literally state there, hey, like a credit of something or adjustment of something. They
I,
can't just say like, oh well, we're gonna modify things and
I,
then
I
everything go
guarantee
higher.
you, Sam, I guarantee you, no one has felt any relief from PUB. No one. No one.
It
So
hasn't made any public statements.
where's the 135 million? Anyone? And your favorite, Sam, where's the damn audit? Nothing. The mayor has become silent. Roy de las Chanclas has become silent. Other commissioners don't speak to save their damn life. Has anyone heard from Rose La Marranita Gowan? Anyone? Has anyone heard from Nerith Boxer Galonsky? Anyone? Has anyone heard from John Handsome Cowan? He's kind of handsome. Has anyone heard from Pedro Enchiladas Cárdenas? Anyone?
So what
Nothing.
happened to that? What happened to that town hall meeting that was gonna happen downtown?
Nothing. Nothing. And again, look, and like I would tell Maggie, and I think you were on. I just want to be proven wrong. You know,
Yeah,
prove me wrong.
like for the better of the community, you want to be proven wrong.
Prove me wrong. And look, it was kind of funny because I had this conversation with uh, uh, Roy de las Chanclas because he goes, "Well, you were wrong with the middies because you called it a foundation and it's really the district." I'm going like, "Oh, That's what you're going. That's what I was wrong on. All the stuff that I've stated in regards to Tanasca, in regards to the PUB bill, in regards to BCIC money, in regards to Trey Mendes pocketing the money that should go to the city of Brownsville, in regards to Cameron County lining their pockets with the money that should go to the county. All of that, all you found me proven wrong was that I said foundation instead of district. I want to be proven wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me that I'm a big mouth and I'm a loud mouth and I'm just out there screaming.
You're
Prove
just
it.
a naysayer.
I'm just negative. Prove it. Tell me where the 135 million are. Tell me where the 2.3 million are from Casa de Nylon. Tell me where $10 million are downtown. Tell me that they're not illegals housed in our city garage, parking garage. Tell me. So why is PUB bill has gone up so dramatically? I, I will say this: it's an issue that's happening everywhere. You know,
Yeah.
everywhere. And again, and because one of the responses that I get, and that's why it's happening everywhere. I said yes.
Yeah, because they're trying. I guess this is my point of perspective. I have not done a single ounce of research on it, but I think they're trying to get back from the whole freeze, whatever they lost on that money, and the reason it's looking like way dramatically because I think maybe they have not changed like the charge rates, but they have increased like the service charges.
Well, mira, Sam, and yeah, I agree that because of gas and because of just because of the how things are right now, I agree. The difference, guys, and listen, the difference between Brownsville and all those other cities that y'all want to mention that also have increased utility rates. The difference is they didn't take 135 million from their people.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Because can you imagine 135 million being used as relief to a community that is being hit hard because of what's happening everywhere else?
And
That
still not having an open lobby.
that's the issue. $135 million right now could be well used, but they spent 60 to 65 million on making themselves better offices. And take into account, folks, the three PUB higher ups, they got 30 to 50% raise. 30 to 50% raise during the Tanasca fiasco, guys. Doesn't it sound like Cameron County? Cameron County, folks. Cameron County. Right now, it's up to 7 million deficit because what happened is they announced a 5 point something deficit in regards to the budget. Well, they just learned that they're going to need an extra $2 million to feed to feed the inmates at Carrizales. Take into consideration they already lost money at Carrizales because we're not housing the federal prisoners anymore. Take into consideration that this city commission is hell bent on destroying our county sheriff, and they've spent his first year in office filing lawsuits against him, trying to undercut him. It doesn't help anyone in the community. And during all that time, folks, they gave themselves raises. Joey Lopez, Eddie Trevino, Sofia Benavides, Reina, and Garza, they gave themselves raises. Ya fue mucho, too much sensitivity in the city. I went to Marshall's to return my merchandise with a receipt, meaning you're supposed to get your money back. So they end up making a mistake. So he gets mouthy with me because he was getting frustrated himself. But when I tried raising my voice at him, Olada sale, get out of the store or the cops. You're a little bit loud, Papa. I love you to death. You're a little bit loud. Let's pray it rains today. Yeah. Rain would be good.
It's been
Uh,
raining all over the country, no?
well, it was like sort of on the cloudy side a couple of days ago here in Brownsville. Crooked Toes Roy needs to start wearing smart shoes. I got nothing wrong against chanclas, but then toes is creepy. Comprarle socks, dad. Show me the money. Where is
That's all we asking, to be honest.
yeah?
Even if
Just
it's if it was done correctly, whatever. But it's 238 million.
135. Just tell me what you did with 135 million dollars, and that was one of the things as to why we were going to get an audit. Now, Sam, any corporation, just any corporation out there, if they have an audit scheduled to be released in, I don't know, let's say May,
Yeah,
and it doesn't come out, doesn't it give you like spinita that they're trying to hide something? I mean,
they're just trying to like, I guess, toss everything away, all the
Sam,
evidence away.
you know how expensive these audits are? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 or $2 million.
Yeah,
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not $1 or $2 million. They're done by professionals. They're not done by Erasmo Castro uh, office, or else you'd never get it. They're done by professionals. May, June, July, August. We're already in August. We've got no audit. Me, again, call me a conspiracy theorist if you want. I have doubts now. So let's say, even if it comes out, Sam, why did it take you 4, 5, 6 months after the promise date? What were you fudging up on it? What were you trying to hide? Where's the audit, Trex Mendix? Where's the audit, Roy de las Chanclas? Where? Oh, you're just being negative. It's just a loudmouth.
and since you said that the Brownsville Public Utility Board is Brownsville citizens, is it possible to like do an open request on them? Or not really?
I honestly, I don't know. At this point, I honestly don't know. But again, what are we going to request? We're going to request an audit. They're going to say it's under investigation. It's coming. It's in the process. It's in the works. We get nothing. The only individuals, and this is what a lot of people, and again, this is what a lot of people don't understand, and this is what pissed me off about people that, oh, Washington D.C. they didn't pass the toxin thing. Oh, Greg Abbott. What about here? Why don't you throw all that energy here? And look, at the end of the day, I'm the only one that puts my face to my posts. Me. I'm the only one. I don't hide behind a pseudonym. I don't post anonymously. You know exactly where I'm coming from. That's the difference. Looking out for from Austin into Brownsville because of my renters pleads to add the utilities to the rent. Well, yeah. Can you imagine? And this is one of the things I think we talked about last night. For the
Yeah.
people that have utilities added to the rent payment, damn, you know, they're
Would just have it like I guess, a continuous light on it, and then they would just add more or less like the average to the rent, and then that way they don't have any issues with it. But now the light bills and utilities have gone almost doubled, so that's eating up into their rent money, and it's not gonna be worth it.
look, guys. Let's say you charge, and again, this is just numbers. I don't know. Let's say you charge $600, utilities included, $600 in rent. All of a sudden, utilities are. $400, because that's ultimately what's happening to me uh, at my office downtown. My utility bill is almost al par with my rent. It's getting there, Sam. So can you
That's
imagine?
crazy.
You charge $600 of rent, and you're having, and now, and bill utilities included, and now you get a $400 utility bill, and you start to get $180 water bill. I said the fueron los 600. Your profit just went down. Am I right, Mario Eduardo? Your profit just went down, or anybody else that deals with real estate, your profit goes down because you gave your renter a 1 year contract at $600 a month, utilities included. You're
That's
screwed,
crazy.
screwed. And at the end of the day, Sam, this economy is decimating the middle class. And I'll give you one more thing. My sister is building a house, a mansion in somewhere. I don't even know where. I've never been there. I think Los Fresnos or somewhere. I don't know. She's building a big old mansion. When it was going to cost her $300,000 to build. During that time, the price of lumber went up and everything else went up. Now they're going to pay like $500,000 for that home.
That's crazy.
And folks, and y aparte, Sam, she was supposed to get the home back in December. You know, it's already July. She hasn't got the home. And I said, well, let me talk to the people. I don't want to get them pissed off. But it's been July already. She hasn't got her home. And I want her out of my house. But what I'm trying to say, it's a different story. What I'm trying to say is the ones that they are really screwing over, Sam, this economy, this city, this county, they're screwing the middle class. Because if you wanted to build a home, you're screwed. If you wanted to buy a home, you're screwed. Because gentrification, Elon has caused these. And again, this is the issue. The prices of housing have gone up this much. Utilities have gone up this much. Water has gone up this much. And folks, in the city of Brownsville and Cameron County, what about your salary? Has it
I
gone
think
up?
it's a matter of fact before you start seeing a lot more homeless people around here, because it's gonna end up pushing people out of, even though they say like, oh well, you have 3 months before they can actually kick you out and this and that, and landlords do not want to go through the whole process of having to go call the constables and all that other stuff, and having to go get a paper signed by the judge, and it's a whole long process, man. It's ridiculous,
There's no
but
transparency. But
uh,
there's no transparency. Guys,
yeah,
there's no economic development. What jobs have been created? The only job that has been created by the city of Brownsville is for Brian Martinez. And that's because we must be doing something right. That's the only job that has been created, guys. $75,000 for a kid who has personal relationships with Roy Las Chancas. Where are your children's jobs? Are your children able to apply for a job that pays $75,000 in the city of Brownsville? The answer is no, absolutely not. So, this is housing, this is utilities, this is food, this is gas, and your raise is down here. That, my friends, is a recession. That, my friends, is rateria.
Because people are gonna have, like, let's say, they have a fixed income, and then they're gonna have to cut corners in other areas that are variable, such as food and stuff like that. So it's gonna start eating into their food budget.
And look, let me share again, guys, why I'm so upset at all these teacher associations out there. They're the only thing that they're doing is going out there and kissing the butt of the board members. That's all they're doing. The board members put you in the situation because they're not holding the superintendent accountable. They're not holding his two deputies accountable. They're not holding his five AAs accountable. They're not. But you still want to go out there and kiss their butt? How does that make sense? They're still terminating a lot of the APs. They're still bunching up tons of kids into classrooms. They're still bunching up the amount of work that teachers and counselors have to do. I got bigger issues to deal with than stuff that really isn't relevant. I'm not going to be kissing up anybody's butt. I don't care who they are. And let me tell you, people say, Erasmo, wasn't Trey Mendez a friend of yours? Yeah, till he started screwing the people of Brownsville. And let me tell you, no one that screws the city of Brownsville is going to be my friend. I don't care. I don't care. Comments, crooked Roy toes are so crooked they put them on house arrest. Crooked toes, crooked toes. Roy's bunions are so big they have their own city commissioner. Ay, Chachaninger. They cannot. That's why they hide and stay silent, and we don't get answers. And they don't have any answers. That's the issue, Sam. They don't.
Yeah, but I wonder what they say, like, in the meetings. Like, dude, how can you stay quiet, or and how some other person mentioned, like, it'll be transparency if they were to show their bills too, to see that they are also paying more.
And look at this. This is a descaro guy. Look at this. Prissy Roca Tipton, guys. Think about this. She wants to get reelected. Okay? Look at this flyer going out. Sponsorships, opportunities. These are opportunities for sponsorships, guys. $3,000, and you get a level 3 sponsorship. $3,000, Sam. Sam, do you want to sponsor Prissy Roca Tipton to get reelected for $3,000? Okay, I'll do you better, Sam. Do you want to go to a level 2 and sponsor her for $2,000? Well, wait. Okay, Sam, do you want to go out there and sponsor her for $1,000?
Well, which one's gonna give my money back a couple of
No.
times over?
Well, okay, Sam, do you want to give her $250? Sam, who can afford this, Sam? Who can afford this? In our economy, guys, in our economy, honestly, guys, and again, in our economy, who can afford $3,250? I'll tell you who. You want me to tell you who, Sam? The vendors. The vendors. Those are the people that can afford $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, $250. The vendors. Those individuals who want those contracts at BISD. So at the end of the day, Sam, do you think Prissy Roca Tipton is going to serve you or going to serve the $3,000 level donors?
Yeah, it's plain, it's clear as day, man. Pero it's ridiculous.
But a question to anyone out there, does anyone think that Prissy Roca Tipton is going to serve you or the $3,000 donor? Eddie Trevino, is he going to serve you or is he going to serve the people from Hidalgo that put $300,000 in his pocket? Joey Lopez, is he going to serve you or is he going to serve the people that gave him $250,000? In this economy, in this economy, Cookie Monster, folks, are they going to serve you or are they going to serve themselves? Erasmo, forget about what they're trying to hide. It's what did the audit find and on who? What commissioners' hands had their hands dirty? Yeah. Yes, my rent to them is 800 and their utilities was 400 this month. That means I need to raise their rent to 1300 to at least meet ends. Make ends meet. It's crazy. That, folks, is what I'm screaming about.
Yeah, but is a contract month to month or like a yearly contract?
If it's yearly contract, you're screwed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm screaming about. I don't care about Abbott. I don't care about Beto. I don't. I care about my people of Cameron County. And I care about my people in Brownsville, Texas. I care. City Commission doesn't care. County Commission doesn't care. And to all the Cameron County employees out there, you're about to get screwed. Share the basement. Vente. More people are going to have to start living at their parents' basement. Rule number one, don't buy a home. Rent is best. Don't tie yourselves in a contract for 30 plus years. For some people, it's too late. And this, and Sam, I think you were mentioning this, it's a vicious cycle because then you can't pay, then you go bankrupt, then you have to leave your home, you have to leave your car, and then that goes back to the bank, and then they sell it to the politicos for a quarter of the price because they get all the the deals first shot at all deals, and then they sell them back at you. So it's this vicious cycle.
You know what I was thinking? They should pass. I guess because it's for the county, they need to pass like a law where like a person can only buy like up to 3 houses per year, like from the auctions. That way, it's not the same people doing the purchase of like 20, 30 houses through the year because they're the ones getting their hands first dipped in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So that way, it's the rest of the city also has a fair play on it. Not just like, oh, con el camarada siempre have him make the deals. Either way, I don't have to do any work, and he'll just cut me some cheese of like $10,000 once he sells it. Like screw that. Like I'm literally like that's like should be the way it should be done. Like only 3 houses per year or something like that. Because the rest of the people are trying to get into the program like buying a house, even if it's at like at 50 or 60,000. Let them remodel it.
It's so pathetic because they have their hands in everything,
Yeah.
in everything, everything. Midget Mendez wants his Silicon Valley pirateado so bad he's not stopping for anyone. No, because Mendez doesn't care. He's become a millionaire. How much was spent with the new Dino Zone at the public library that Trex Mendez and Roy Las Chanclas are promoting? And let me say this: I like the exhibit. You know, I like dinosaurs, and I want great things for our kids. I'm not going to bash the dino exhibit. You know, I'm glad that it's there. Just want something more than a picture opportunity from them. You know, I want them to come out and talk about the real issues that are affecting the citizens of Brownsville. Because de qué sirve to have a dino zone if you can't turn on the lights? De qué sirve to have a dino zone if parents can't put gas in their car to take their kids? And ultimately, what happens, guys, and this is my spiel: the middle class gets hurt, and the poor, the lower class, get mega hurt, Sam. So at the end of the day, we all can't go to these different events and functions and different zones and stuff because we just can't afford it, Sam.
There's
I
a
mean,
chicken coop.
and Sam, you have like 1,000 kids. How expensive is it to take your kids out to the library and to eat a meal?
Just at the barber shop is like over $60.
It's crazy. So what happens is we can't afford it. But Alberto, the St. Joe Mafia, the Brownsville Elite, the orange ticket holders, they can afford it. So at the end of the day, the only ones that benefit from anything that's coming to the city of Brownsville, like the Dino Zone and everything else, are the wealthier people in Brownsville. And that's what's unfortunate. Le voy a dar una escoba y trapeador a ver qué level me ponen. Not very high, baby. Ellos mismos, los que se tapan con la misma cobija. Yes. The cartels are running our lives and taking the money. Voting, praying, and protesting is not going to get rid of local white collar organized crime activity. What do? Mateo, voting them out is a start. Hell no. The one that gives them the big money. That's who they're going to listen to. The people that give them the big money. Good morning. Good morning. Bring me some pancit. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. People keep complaining about how things are going in Brownsville, but keep voting for the same. That's the problem. We've got to start organizing, folks. We got to start.
Or sometimes you try to vote for someone you think it's actually like the correct candidate, and then it just halfway through the thing it just blows up. Because that's the same hopes we had with Trey Mendez. He started off good, and then he just went south from there. And that's how the same hopes we had with the other commissioner, and he just went south from there.
Got to vote and got to organize. Got to get 10 people out to the polls. If you've had enough of the taxes that you're paying, the utilities that you're paying, the rent prices that you're going to be paying, if you're tired, make them hurt. And the only way that you can make them hurt is November the 8th. Make them hurt as much as you are hurting. Go out and vote. Take people to go out and vote. Enough's enough. Just when you make it to the middle class in this economy, you go back to lower class. It's a very much a true story. And look, BISD, Where are the 185 million that they got, Sam? They got 185 million from the federal government. Where is it? 20 million for Cameron County from Elon Musk for school districts. Where is it? I think BISD got 2 million, 3 million. Where is it? City of Brownsville, 10 million from Elon Musk downtown. Where is it?
They probably put it all in the lights.
They used it, Sam, to make their property downtown all the more expensive. Because to them, it doesn't matter if their appraised value went from 500,000 to 2 million. They don't pay taxes, people. You do. They don't pay taxes. So for them, their appraised value going up. Have you heard anything, folks? Anything? Honestly, honest question. Have you heard anything from Trex Mendex, from Doy de las Chanclas, from Eddie Trevino, from Joey Lopez? Have you heard anything about the increase in tax assessment? Anything? They don't pay taxes, guys. But Eddie Trevino is out there at a ribbon cutting because they just opened a new tax office to tax you more. And they're about to build a new tax office down southmost. That's what they're talking about. How can we get more of your money? A ver qué dice Ginny. ¿Tú eres el que mandas en la casa, papi? I want to know who said talk all negative if you're the first and only person who has stood up against this Trump silly. Preach, brother. Good grief. Every time you say Mendes, it freaking irks me because he's not related to me, but has my last name. Que se cambie el nombre el mendigo. That's why we call him Trex Mendex. Make a complaint with the Ethics Commission. Seems like they might actually be doing something over there. Uh, I'm not hopeful. The money is in the vacation to Cancun. This will never change. Whoever we get to run our city will always and will never change. It's always been a cycle no matter what. But we got to do something, man.
Like first you change them out, and then if something's not going right, people should be able to go and voice their opinions to kind of put them on the spot to make some changes like that.
Something. The entire county needs term limits. We will never get them on federal or state level, but it doesn't matter much since the majority of the damage in Cameron County is done by reps that are repeatedly elected. Philip, I agree with you 1,000%. I agree that there should be election reform here, at least at the local level. No one should serve more than 2 terms. No one. If they haven't done anything for you in 2 terms, they need to step away. And that, my friends, is the rest of the story. And I said it first, Frankie. Guys, don't be upset with me. Don't shoot the messenger. Be upset at the situation that we are currently living in. And we're all living in it. Not Erasmo Castro. I'm not the enemy. They are. Why vote once we vote them? Because that's what they want you to do. They want you not to vote. Mateo, you cannot play their game. They want 8%. That's what they want. Oh crap! I gotta go. I got 10 o'clock. I forgot. Guys, be good to each other. Continue to be good to me. God bless.
Bye.
Crap. Crap.